Hey, what's up, guys? So, I'm going to be removing some of the podcasts that are already uploaded and kind of touching up the quality, not the content, but the sound quality. And as I was doing that, I happened to download quite a few of my YouTube videos for my vlog. And I remember, some people making some complaints about how they feel like they're getting vertigo or something from watching them. And I'm sorry, I know I have a Gemini rising and I had a selfie stick. I should have totally realized that that was not going to work out.
I knew I shouldn't have gotten you that for you.
It broke anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have it anymore. Fucking whatever. Whatever, everything dies on me. But yeah, so I'm actually going to go ahead and clip in one of the secret I can't remember what I called it, but I'm just renaming it anyway because that's kind of thing I'm at. Pluto's retrograde. I'm gonna rethink everything that I've been doing. So it's gonna be probing the plutonic mind. Jeez, I can totally talk, and I'm putting that in right now. What's up, guys? Ray from Apple Valley Astrologer. So, this is actually just going to be an explanation of the cluster of a vlog that I'm now apparently in the works of editing some, making it, whatever. It's going to be a really interesting vlog. It's going to be different than any vlog I've ever seen. Granted, I haven't actually watched a lot of vlogs, but the ones that I have seen, this won't be anything like it. First off, I'm really weird, I'm really animated, and you might actually see me, like, bust my face or something, because I tend to do that a lot. It'll be hilarious, and I will post it. I have no shame. So, there's that to look forward to, maybe. Right, Boo? Right, Boo? Okay, so anyway, I'm getting started again. So, today, it'll be elaborated a little bit more in the video, as in one of the vlog episodes that'll be coming, because there's already an hour into it, and I'm gonna cut it down. But I was looking at other astrology-themed videos on YouTube, and I was kind of irritated and felt the need to add my own 2 cents to Mercury in Scorpio, because I am Mercury in Scorpio, as I've told this to many people before, as you've probably heard many exhausting times, and you're probably tired of me saying it. But I have all that Plutonian energy. Not going to go into it now, because I'm sure I've already repeated it enough, or I will repeat it in the future, whichever. And so, I just think it's really hilarious that people who don't have any kind of Plutonian signatures or Scorpio influences are then proceeding to tell everybody about the most not confusing, because I guess that award goes to Pisces. Miscongeniality, misconfusing, whichever one you want to call it, depending on who you ask. But Scorpio definitely is second place for that, if not arguably the first. Because as Pisces is confusing because they don't even know what's going on, Scorpio's confusing because they are, as far as I'm concerned, deeper and more complex than Pisces. I mean, if you don't take Pisces' karmatic soul that's somehow oozing in and out of the archetype like a tide, then Scorpio has more of a conscious, deeper complex. And then on top of that, not only are they very complex and have so many layers to them, but they mask them, they hide them, and they project their tendencies to hide things and keep secrets by infiltrating into you and finding out your secrets and throwing your secrets in your face, or throwing your secrets in other people's faces to deflect the attention off of them, so you don't actually start to probe into them. I guarantee you. If there's a Scorpio you're not on a very personal basis with them, try to make direct, confident, strong eye contact with them, they will freak out. They won't, because they usually try to be subtle and they try to play it off. They won't show it externally unless they have some sort of manic signature in their chart that they're nervous and concerned and bothered by you looking at them like that. But their body language. Okay, so since I'm good with the body language thing, being one of the Scorpio Plutonian types myself, go ahead and explain it to you. Them crossing any kind of arms or appendages, even including their legs and ankles, is closed off body language, meaning that they're uncomfortable. If they have an issue with keeping eye contact with you and tend to dart off or look down or look up or pretend that they're looking at their phone that they're not even turning the screen on, or looking back to see the time, or they think they keep hearing somebody calling their name behind you, they are trying to deflect you making eye contact with them and freaking them out because they think that you're trying to find out their secrets. And yes, I am partially projecting. But you know the great thing about that is? I am projecting because I'm a Scorpio. Mercury. Pluto. Scorpio. I'm Plutonian to the core. And anybody who is a psychology fan, especially Carl Jung, knows how that shit works. So anyway, this is supposed to be my intro to this. So, God. See, this is going to be a really long, interesting vlog, boo. I can't even get into my intro and explain things. Okay, stop talking about random stuff. This vlog is going to be recording me ranting about my own observations with astrological phenomenon, themes, and astropsychology, so people's behavior. I will probably stalk people down in public at random if I see them attributing some sort of behavior that I know, or if I know them. So my family will now be warned soon that they will be recorded and put on YouTube. I don't care. I am going to put my boyfriend on YouTube on occasion.
All right.
I'll wait till his pants are on most of the time. And obviously it'll be me, too. Because I can't ever shut about it. What about pants? No. 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 I don't have any pants on anyway. Duh. It's a dress. Anyway. So, basically what this vlog is going to be about, I know it's going to be endless. There's never going to be an ending to this. I'm not going to be ranting about who that I'm pregnant, and who got me pregnant, or if my cat died, or that I lost a job, or whatever the other stupid people talk about their vlogs with. Because I'm not talking about everybody, because I never watched that many vlogs, but there are a couple of astrologers, awesome astrologers on YouTube, that obviously started the YouTube channel for attention. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, attention's kind of cool sometimes. It is. Because it's entertaining. I'm gonna run my mouth one way or another, whether you are here or not. And it is a little bit more entertaining when there's an audience. But there are some people out there. And again, I will project because I once had this issue too, but I do not really have it anymore. Hence why I can project about it and not feel all emo or, butthurt about it. But Libras tend to have self-esteem issues. And to compensate for self-esteem issues, they need to be validated and acknowledged by people, regardless if they're friends of theirs, if they personally know them, or if they even care about them at all. They just like the attention. It's kind of like the Leo complex with how they expect to be the center of attention, but the difference between a Leo and a Libra in that respect is that Leo knows that they're the center, or I'm going from the Leo's perspective, knows that they're the center of attention no matter who's in the room. A Libra tries to come out with the same demeanor, but then when she sees there's nobody left in the room, she starts to feel bad. She starts to beat herself up. And claim she has no friends. And then she'll have to call and text her only friends that she does have that she knows will respond to her, even if it's people she doesn't really talk to very much because she doesn't actually really like them, because she talks crap about them behind their back. And just so she can feel like people adore her and care about her. Because at the end of the day, she needs that narcissistic supply. The Leo often doesn't. Only time the Leo actually does is if the Leo has some sort of like clashing elements that makes him feel insecure with his, it would be his MC, so the 10th house, or it could be if he has some sort of deep-rooted insecurities from his early life experiences, the home, the icy, some hard aspects with that. That's, now see, I can't even give an intro without giving some fucking some information. Well, today's your lucky day. If you actually watch my videos because you love the informative aspect of it, which I do too, that's the whole point of why I make these videos. I don't think there's any possible way I could even try to talk crap or pull a video that like some of these idiots do and not add some sort of commentary about astrological themes. Right, Boo? He just kind of agrees with me. Makes me feel like Jason King, kind of. You know, Jason King will never watch all this. He'll see this for 5 seconds and he'll go, okay, she's cool and everything, but no.
Yeah, I don't strike it. Jason King doesn't strike me as having patience.
Yeah, if he got really bored. Well, he watched Dark Fool's videos.
That's true.
Just in case any of you that are gossip queens or something out there that actually want to know what we're talking about. My boyfriend and I were, or are, whatever you want to call it, a part of the satanic community. The left-hand path community. I do not worship the devil. I do not, belong to a cult. I am not a member of the Church of Satan. I almost did. But then I decided to save my $200 for something else. So, and I know who the Satanic Temple is, thank you very much. Somebody tried to tell me, like, you should look into them. I was like, I know who they are. I admire what they do, but I'm not going to join a fucking clown posse for all I care. Okay, I think that's as gossipy as this is going to get. But basically, Dark Fool is... Oh, see, I can... right. I can talk about this astrologically, because I tried to talk to him about this. See, I used to be involved in the Satanic community a lot. And then I started talking more about my astrology and stuff, and they said, astrology's bullshit. Astrology's a Wiccan thing. Astrology's fake. It's like palm reading, or tarot cards, or psychic bullshit. And even though I did some charts for some of those people to prove otherwise, some of them believed me, but then they just kept quiet and conformed anyway, which is totally against what Satanists should do, but whatever. So I ended up they were basically saying, like, you cannot believe in astrology and associate and represent us. I said, well, fuck you then. I'm going on my own. Postmodern Satanist, post something astrologer. Or I just call myself a Saturnian astrologer. Satan, Saturnian. Another reference. Not watch my astrotheology video. You'll get it. Or Santos Bonacci. That guy's the shit. It's awesome. I'll link something. Probably wherever this chunk of the freaking vlog goes. But anyway, so yeah, Dark Fool is this dumb, and I'm not trying... see, I'm going to do it anyway. It doesn't matter. There's going to be a lot of people that'll end up hating me for this. But, if you just take it with a grain of salt and just laugh a little bit, I make fun of everyone. So just wait for your turn. Or wait for other people's turn if I get you first. So Tauruses. I know you all are sensitive, but this guy is a Taurus, okay? Tauruses are thick-headed. They're blockheads. They don't like to listen to you. And even if they did like to listen to you, did you ever notice that there's a weird theme of Tauruses that have hearing problems? I know you can't actually look in medical records, and I'm not going to go into it, but I actually have relatives and friends that have worked in the medical industry. And so many times, and of course they're gossip queens, because hence why I know some of this. And so many times, Tauruses end up going in and complaining of some sort of inner ear issues, not being able to hear well, having inconclusive results with hearing tests, or they just claim they can't freaking hear you, ever. So, that's actually not what this guy's problem is. This guy's problem is that he just doesn't listen, period. And he thinks he's really smart, too. There are some Tauruses that are smart. And there are some Tauruses that are... I can't even think of an analogy that would justify how stupid he is. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. If somebody really cares, private message me. I'll send you a link to one of his videos, and you can see it for yourself. I'm not even going to waste my time trying to think of the endless names that I could name off to explain how retarded this person is. And then Jason King, on the other hand, is a Scorpio. He's a Scorpio, which, as far as I'm concerned, probably has some sort of psychic signature too. But I mean, most water signs are just so in tune with everything that they come off psychic sometimes. And he is a brilliant person. He is part of the Satanic community. He's written his own book, by the way. I definitely recommend it. It's Postmodern Satanism by Jason King. And his he doesn't post any YouTube videos anymore. But it's Jason666 King. Even if you're not interested in Satanism or anything like that, or if you're completely turned off by it, then just ignore this part of the clip. But if it's something that you've ever been interested in or you're curious about, he has some good videos. They're very lengthy. I mean, if you can handle my videos, you can handle Jason King's videos, okay? And he talks about a lot of esoteric theology, and it's really cool. He ties it into the whole satanic ideology. And the sad part is that the majority of the satanic community doesn't understand a damn word that he says. So, maybe he'll get some new fans or appreciation or something like that, because the community that he's in is just a lost cause for what he's doing. But anyway, so I don't even have to really explain my intro anymore. You kind of get the gist of how my vlog's gonna go. For all those people that are bored, you've watched all your Netflix shows already. You're done watching Maury. You want to find something a little bit more interesting. Maybe step it up a little bit with something a little bit more informative. Because, yes, I will be, messing around and joking around a lot. But since I have a Gemini rising and my moon's in Sagittarius in my 7th house, so your moon is supposed to represent what you care about. And it being in Sagittarius is associated with the sign, with the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is attributed to higher learning, education, evolution, knowledge, religion, philosophy. So I attribute those characteristics of Sagittarius. And that is where I have passion. I have passion for philosophy, theology, education, higher learning in my 7th house of relationships. So I have passions for sociology, psychology, the study of pop culture, anthropology, different kinds of esoteric correlations, syncretism, studying history. Those kinds of things are going to be my forte and what I strive to improve myself every day and learn something new all the time. And I figure if you're going to waste your time every day watching something, reading something, whatever, you might as well make the best of it and learn as much as you can. So I don't think I can ever have one whole conversation with a person without giving them some sort of informative information. For example, I don't even think I have enough books, in my opinion. I've got everything. I love the books for dummies, because if for some reason it's something I don't know very well, I can break it down and learn it really quick, or I can explain it to somebody really easy, or if I have a friend that's struggling and I don't have time to actually tell them how to do something, I can just lend them my book. So, see, I love these kinds of books, and I just get them from, thrift stores and stuff. All that hints and tips for making life easier. That's me projecting my Virgo Mars, by the way. Practical problem solver. Extraordinary uses for ordinary things. That's so cool. And then, of course, me putting up my door and stuff that's in the hallway. And that's obviously for my astrology business. And then I've got, my different textbooks / paranoid hypochondriac section. And then we've got my, my esoteric books, which most people already know I have those. And then my craft books / art, graphic design books. And then I got some theology books. That one's really cool. And oh my god, this book is awesome. Every goth would sell their soul for this. That book is great. It's actually from the Victorian era, so hence this title. And then I've got all my natural herbal remedy stuff. The Gerson therapy is awesome. You know anybody with cancer, tell them to get that Gerson therapy book, or go to Mexico. Their facility down there is awesome. And I've got, more of my astrology books here. And then here's my psychology section. Abnormal psychology, neurological disorders. You can tell that Mercury is a big thing in my life, right? The Diagnostic Statistical Manual for Mental Disorders, because I have Uranus right next to my moon. So I project this huge interest in traumatic mental disorders, because the Mercury being in the 6th house of diseases, and then my moon being interested in people in the 7th house, conjunct with my Uranus, I'm interested, and I understand these what goes into people that are traumatized and go through traumatic things, and I can just, it's not that I sympathize with them, but I can completely understand them. And if you actually look at my draconic chart, I'm only 2 degrees off from 0 degrees of my true node in Aries, so I theoretically wasn't very creative when I was reincarnated, if that's the case of how that happened. So essentially, I'm here to help people that are traumatized, regardless if they're trying to leave here or they're going to stay here. That's not up to me, that's up to them. But anyway, so then I've got, some history books and obsessive compulsive disorder. See, I knew what I was talking about. My sociology books and stuff. And there's some more books over there. Most of those are actually Boo's, because Boo reads fiction. Don't really see the point in reading fiction, but it's fun. Yep, I don't learn anything from it. I love you. I could read history books and pretend it's fiction.